Today I am celebrating David Abram, who is a writer who I wish to celebrate despite having only read one book of his, but it was so profound and such an incredible book, so just completely opened me to a way of looking at language that I had never previously considered. And considering language is the waters in which we swim, and as being someone who's really interested in communication, this book was mind-opening and really made me look at things in a very different way. He wrote a book called The Spell of the Sensuous, during which he tracks the development of written scripts from the spoken word into petroglyphs and images that represented the objects that we associated with particular activities and words, and then how that then translated into sound, and how we then used pictograms to represent particular concepts and objects, and then how we have then evolved into a completely abstract form of written language, where the shapes that we see written on a page have absolutely no correlation to any kind of real-world sensual experience. So what's happened in that process is that we've got so completely entwined with abstract thought that it's contributed to an enormous disconnection from the natural world. We think in forms of language, we think in terms of these abstract symbols, and we have become so familiar, so completely under their spell. We write our spells with words because words are spells, and we find ourselves in this world where we are sometimes not able to see the things in front of our eyes because of the language that we use in our minds to represent it. It's like everything is being represented through language. And so the process of learning to read is also a kind of dumbing down. I think it's partly why Steiner suggested that we shouldn't, force children to read too early, that you need to be able to get a relationship with the world of the senses before being, driven into the world of the abstract. So I haven't pushed my later children to get started. One of them's starting to show an interest, but she's just 7 now, so she's got her own natural inclination. Steiner suggested you don't get children to do it before the age of 7. So for me, this book, The Spell of the Sensuous, really made me reconsider my approach to language and to writing and reading, something that I've always loved and identified with, and made me really question the value of the knowledge that I have learnt through my eyes rather than felt through my whole body. The book goes on to explore many other broader subjects than just that, but it's a beautiful read, so well done, and connects with... There was one other David Abram book I think I read of his which also blew me away. Was that about the something of the jaguar? Anyway, great man. I really want to celebrate the work of David Abram.